Sonic and Tails, best ending. No major glitches, because glitches is cheating. Low Lamo, and we have that. Oh, he's muted. No, the huge manatee. Nah, it's fine. You can have me muted anyway. You only need the gameplay. You don't need me, right? Anyway, we are going to get underway. Let's get this show on the road. I hope you're all ready to have some fun. Here we go, everybody. Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails, good ending in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So this is my favorite 2D Mania game ever, because it's the only 2D Mania game, because the other Mania games don't exist yet. When's Mania 2, Sega? As we run our way through, we have Sonic and Tails running through here. We will be using our buddy Tails to help us out, but the first thing we're going to do is speed our way through the stages using our rolls, our jumps, and the brand new drop dash. I mean, it's not brand new now. We've had it for years, but in 2017, it was new. It was a staple. We loved it to bits, and we're going to go and grab ourselves our first Chaos Emerald. Blink, and you shall miss it, because we're going to go and bounce to the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time as we keep bouncing towards the emerald here. Using the slalom method there, it just builds up the momentum and keeps building it up. And as long as you don't touch the ground, friction doesn't kick in, and we just get to grab those emeralds straight away, really quickly, really smooth. That is why we are doing good ending on this, because getting the emeralds is really fast. And even though we have to do an extra stage, having Supersonic and doing the extra stage is still faster, at least for me, than doing any percent, which is always hilarious, and we love it. But yeah, we're running through our stage right now. We are in Green Hill. How many times have we been in Green Hill? 2 minutes account. But now we're in special stage number 2. This one's even shorter. You just turn to that direction, you turn that direction, and away you go. Arg forgot his left and right, and you can't prove it. It's not like this is recorded or nothing. Crap. Anyway, so there we go. That is our second Chaos Emerald. Away we go right now. Drywall, salute to you for being 0-4 on the audio setup right now, but you are all good. Thank you for the work you're doing in the background on restreaming the event and putting the event on. Running events are hard. Tech is hard, and we appreciate all of you in the background there making things all work out. So thank you very, very much for that. But we got our first mini boss here. We gotta hit the heads 3 times each time. That's what we do. We get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and away we go on this one. This game is pretty cool, but it's not as neat as Radical Highway. I think Radical Highway is just, like, it's neat. It's cool, you know? But yeah, stage 1 is finished, and now we're going to go into act number 2. And the way Mania is designed as well, act 1 might be a jigsaw puzzle of the mishmashes of the other acts from the original games. Act 2 has their own gimmicks. The gimmicks in this stage are these little pulleys. We're not going to be using the pulleys as much, but we are going to be using the signature speedy shoes. We're also going to grab ourselves the first of our elemental shields in the run here. We're going to grab the fire shield. So from the fire shield, it allows us to do the horizontal fire dash, protect us from projectiles, and of course, keep the heat on the down low for us. We're just going to run our way through, run, jump, and then do the dashes while we get up and over. We're going to leg it to where our next bonus stage is. As we run fire dash, we say goodbye to the fire shield because I don't like war, and away it goes as we go into special stage number 3. So around we go. We're going to bounce it to the left, going to take it back to the right, going to keep on hopping all the way through. I'm going to hope that the game does give me my inputs that I need here, as we do not want to hit any of the spikes that are coming up because the spikes are bad like that. But that's fine, because what we'll do is we'll now just run and we'll hold this, and then I'm going to aim for the bounce off the corner here and see if we can just get around and grab it. We did not grab it. It's time to use the emergency Y button. Why? Because we can. And what is the emergency Y button? The emergency Y button allows you to immediately give yourself 1, 2, or 3 levels of max speed. And then if you mash it afterwards, it gives you unlimited score. You should try it. It's hilarious. It was a leftover feature on the final patch of Sonic Mania, where the devs gave us the patch, but they accidentally left this dev trigger in the game. We then went and asked them, are you going to remove this? Are you going to fix it? They said no. That was the final patch of Mania. So it's legal and runs. If you want to not learn the special stages, or you want a backup strat, which is always good, because always know your backups, you can play it on PC and you can do it. Unfortunately, it is PC exclusive. Sorry, console players. But that is the end of Green Hill. We're now going to go off to everybody's favorite chemical plant. We're going to run our way through here. This stage is very interesting because we're going to go and take the top route. As normally top route is best route, but Mania does a good job at shaking up that formula. We're going to top route here because we want to go and grab ourselves the next big ring that is not quite out of the way. It's only slightly out of the way, which means it's good to go and grab it. It is hiding in the secret wall here, so we go and grab that on the secret wall. This takes us into Emerald number 4. We're going to aim for pillar number 3, about turn, and then jump over. This should hopefully give us enough speed and distance to get over the holes there. Do not fall in. Grab the emerald by the 3rd corner, and away we go. Again, you blink, you miss them. They're really fast, they're really fun, and we love these stages a lot. But then we've got 10 seconds from Emerald number 4 to Emerald number 5. We're going to go down the signature slope that we all know, Chemical Plant Forest. We run our way through here. We hit the boosters. We go down the bottom. We jump, and then the big old slide is down. So the big old slide from the start of the ad there is right there for us. We go in, we grab our big round, and away we go into special stage number 5. So we're going to go bounce down around off the walls once again, building up as much momentum as we can. Just hitting the little radius there where the game goes, you caught it. Congratulations. 2 more left to go. Now, while I could go and get Supersonic in this stage, the remaining big rings are basically in the butt end of nowhere. So we don't want to go and get them because too far out of the way doesn't lead to a great route to the boss. So we're just going to leave them, and we will actually grab Supersonic in Studiopolis 1 if everything goes well. So we're just going to run our way through the stage here. That's going to tell us about loop jumps here. We have these loops. We love the loops. If you jump at the right point of the loops there, you'll get a nice boost of speed. If you jump at the wrong point of the loop, you will get no speed and come to a complete halt. So far, I've got 2 of them, which is good. I'm not going to do the third one. I'm going to see if Tails gets here. He did not get there, unfortunate. So we're not going to be able to get the double hit in the boss here. We'll get a single hit, as we're now going to play with Damage Boost, the boss, the video game. This boss here is coating itself in Flubber. More on Flubber in a bit. But we're just going to damage boost, make sure we have at least 1 ring, so we can take out the hits there. And there we go, the boss is complete. As we're now going to head into Act 2, there's our second shield of the run, the Elemental Shield of WoW. Shoutouts to Old Club. We got the Bubble Shield here, the Bubble Bounce. It does, of course, give you the Bubble Bounce. Very important for later on in the run. Protects you from projectiles and, of course, stops you from drowning. So an early WoW for us here, we love this. But there is Flubber. The gimmick of this stage is Flubber. We have the dark blue Flubber that will damage you, the light blue Flubber that will give you a small bounce, the purple Flubber that is sticky, and then the color that gives it its name, the green Flubber itself, gives you a mass old yeet to oblivion, and we love it. So we're going to be using Flubber here to run our way up through the stage here. This is a vertically based stage, unusual for Sonic games, but it is very, very vertical. The end is above us. So we're going to be running our way through the stages as quickly as we can here, making sure we go left and right. Yeah, that's right. They're making us go left in a video game. I don't like it either. But because we have the bubble shield here, I can't do my usual strat, but what I can do is just bubble down there, take a damage boost, and then spin dash and away we go, using the iframes to my advantage. We activate more Flubber here. We go round. We go Sniper. No Snipey as we jump up the ramp there. Sniper on the corner. Did not get us. And then I keep a hold of the jump button, because when we pop out the other side, up we go into the area here. And then see if we can get a nice big jump here. Did we get it? Lovely job there. Squeaking through on that. We are trying to beat a cycle here. If we can grab it to an area where the boxes are going to be, if I'm able to get fast enough, I should be able to skip a cycle, which would be wonderful. But I do have to be careful that I don't get squimped. We have plenty of time on that. That's amazing. That's like one of the fastest I've done in a long time there. Well played, Arg. All right, so we're going to run our way through 124. This is the hardest special stage, in my opinion, because sometimes it just likes to troll you. You'll notice that we have 30 rings here. If we hit any of these spike mines, they will choose 10 seconds off time from the Emerald stage. Wow, my Emerald stages are going well today. Nice. But yeah, if you get hit, you lose 10 seconds of rings. If you lose all your rings, you are kicked out. Go find another big ring. Try it again. There are 3 sets of mines right next to each other. If you hit the first one, you carry enough momentum that you will careen right into the second and into the third, and you won't be able to do it. So we're now going to run our way through to the boss of this stage, a very unique boss. It is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt-Inducing Puyo Machine. That's right, they added a minigame inside a minigame. If you thought Pinball and Frontiers was bad, oh boy. Arg is not good at these puzzle games, but it's basically a match 4 and try and send as much junk over to Eggman as you can. I've already messed that up. That is impressively phenomenal there, Arg. That's okay. Let's see what we can do to recover this. I would say I was practicing this, but you would think otherwise right now. The good news is I can actually, like, kind of recover this right now, which would be very interesting. If I drop that there, and then I drop that there, and then I decide I want to drop that there, and then I can get another yellow one on top of that. If I can get another purple, which we do just have here, I'm just going to drop that, and that should trigger into the blues, which will then trigger into the yellow, and that sets me up quite nicely to try and get some greens here. So that's all right. It's not the greatest combo in the world that I've done, but it allows me to stay alive, so I ain't going to complain about it. I'm going to just take that down and go there. Probably wanted to put the purple on top of where the green is, and then once the green comes through, I'm just going to drop the green down, and we'll have fun with it. So I'm going to wait and try and see if I can get another green on top of this. There we go. We got another green, yellow there. So I'm just going to drop that green down there, which was completely wrong because it then doesn't combo the way I wanted it. But it's fine, because he's just as bad as me and he's knocked himself out. Video. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. I'm sorry. Anyway, away we go. We're now going to head into the first unique stage of Sonic Mania. Also, the stage that was the prototype to get Sonic Mania greenlit and made. We are off to the Studiopolis. We do like Studiopolis here. We're going to run and immediately jump back to the left with a spin dash jump. Head to the spring. No spin dash jump there. We might not make our cycle now. Am I doing a restart? No, I just gave me a thank you very much video game on that one. If you are too late, you will not make that platform. You will restart the stage and you will go through again. But the game seems to be a little bit benevolent right now, which I'm not going to shake a stick at on that one. Right, we're going to run through, going to jump through, going to grab the rings as we go along the top right here. We're going to listen for our lovely spinball van noise. Here we go. Spinball goes down in, and there it is. Oh, spinball. I love you, but you're a mean game. Gonna go and grab our final Chaos Emerald now. We have our big ring right there. Run, jump to the side. Wow, game, okay. Apparently did not have enough speed on the slope to get in there, but here we go. We're going to immediately start going to the left. Bounce it to the right, hold right until you go all the way around. Then you hold the right, and then you jump to the 90-degree angle here just to try and keep the speed as you go all the way through. Get the bounce off that. Does it enough to grab it? There you go. Only having to use the Mac button in one stage. Very good, as we like that. And Sonic's now got all the Chaos Emeralds. This now means that all big rings will give me 50 rings, and anytime I have 50 rings, we can be Super Sonk. Super Sonk has invincibility unless you can drown or squish or fall at the edge of the stage, so he's not really that invincible. But he also has the ability to jump high, accelerate fast, and basically do a whole bunch of good stuff. We now have our final elemental shield of the run. It is the lightning shield. Unfortunately, while you're supersonic, no active abilities can be used, so we do not get the double jump, but we do get the passive ability of the ring magnet. So now we're going to take that off into the boss here. I'm going to see how the RNG is going to be. Welcome to Heavy Gunner. We have top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, and 3. I want to see 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So we start with a 2 here, which is very, very good. Are we going to be able to go through and go in and get ourselves a good pattern, or is he going to troll us? Let's find out. Immediately dropping back here because we're going to hit the transition point. That then allows us to transition into the next set of missiles quicker than we would if we were staying at the right-hand side. Because each of these levels are split up into little segments. You find the transition point, you land on it, and away we go. So that's a 1. That's perfect. That's what we're looking for. We now jump immediately back. We fly with Tails. He'll take our invincibility as we just wait. There's the transition point. Off we go. We're going to wait down to the middle section. Can we get another one on this one? Christmas is coming up. The eggnog signs are in the background there. And that's a 3. Oh, the slowest missile you can get because it's the last one to come on the screen. We do not want that, but alas, that's where we are. Oh, now you mocked me with a mon. I see how it is, game. I see how it is. So now we're going to go through, we're going to go in, we're going to go around the top side here, up to there, we're going to fall right down, over to the middle segment, and see what our final missile is. If you could give me a 1, that would be grand. No, we got a 3. Wow. Okay, robbed, as we like to say. Absolutely robbed. Completely robbed. Has Tails fallen? No, he's not. Okay, you just can't see him. Oh, there he is. My chair's covering him. I'm still looking at him going, where the heck is Tails? But he's there. Right, there we go. So now we are going to go into our next stage. We're going to deliberately slow down here just at the signpost, because if you run past the signpost at high speed, it spins up in the air. It costs you about a second or two. It's just a nice wee little time save that we get to do as we now head into Studiopolis Act 2. Inside the TV studio we go. We charge our 6-tap spin dash and up for the full speed to get the double jump. Straight up and over, grabbing all the rings. That is what you want to see, and we love it. So now we wait. We have the Orbinaut. He trolls me as always. He's going to troll me again. He has trolled me all 3 times. Thank you, Orbinaut. Hit the spring. Wait, jump up here. Do not go to the top right. We do not need the big ring. We're going to have enough rings when we go through here, thanks to the lightning shield. We then go around, up the ramp here. Over we go. There's the 51. We immediately turn from the super, and to the end of the stage we go. So run, bounce, jump 2, using the drop dash to my advantage to keep the speed going. We then flip around. We're going to jump down, make sure we go over to the spring section, see if the springs are going to behave for me or if they're going to troll. And that's not bad. It actually behaves. We're going to wait. We're going to run on the side here, immediately jumping in, turn back on us. Did not get the side there. That's okay. So we'll just wait, about turn, and go. Let's see if we can get squeaked through here. Oh, very nice drop through the funnel. Can we get the second drop in the funnel is the question. We're going to wait. We're going to get a bit jump here. Yep, there's the trolls that we were waiting for. So they didn't troll me at the first part. They trolled me in the second part. And then I decided to jump into the rings, which we didn't need to do. All right, around to the area here. Run down on the side here. Can we get a good jump into this? Not bad spin. We didn't spin a lot. That's good. We didn't get stuck in the machine. Even better. We're now going to run to the boss. The main thing we're going to do in this boss is we're going to live inside his hitbox. We're going to do that with Tails. We're going to grab our buddy Tails here. He's going to grab a hold of us. And because he grabs on his supersonic, he gets to keep invincibility. So we're going to fly up. Tails will be invincible. We get the first set on the boss. We then just set in the hitbox, and then we just chilling. Backward swag flying inside the boss's hitbox. And away he goes. 279 degrees there. Yes, it is just that hot. As we now hit the button here to go to the flying battery. One of the Sonic community's favorite stages. And I'm very glad it's there. And then, of course, we do have the brrrr in the background from the 22nd of that moment. Oh, the fact that they immortalized it is hilarious to me. Right in the flying battery. No as intended this time for us, unfortunately, but we do have a really interesting cycle here. We've got a bonus feature with one of our elemental shields. We're going to start with the fire shield, which is going to be very important for getting out of the area with the bottomless pits, because we're going to go through this area and we're going to see if we can actually make this nicely. We're going to jump onto this, going to wait, go to the bottom, and then fire. Takes us straight over that side here. This is then going to allow us to go up to the area where the lightning shield is. We're going to race to the lightning shield, and we're going to try and beat the 43 to 53 cycle. The reason for that is because we get a second feature. There are ceilings that are magnets. If you have a lightning shield, you are magnetized to them. How do they work? I have no idea, but they do. So we're now going to race across here. I'm going to make sure we get that. I said 43. I meant 48 to 53. So if I go and wait till 48 here, I know the thing's going to be up at 48. I was actually too early there, which is nice. It meant I did my level a lot faster than I normally do. But you want 48 and 53 is when the item is up. That means you're not going to get crushed by it. Any later than that, you run the risk of being squished as you pass by. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that once. We're just going to leg it all the way through here, grab ourselves the lightning shield, wait for the missiles to come out, and hopefully Tails doesn't eat any of them as we go through. So down the bottom, we're going to go in and round the area to the boss fight, where once again, we're going to use Tails and the invincibility. But blueprints for the second boss. Little preview of what's coming up. So we just hang in the boss's hitbox here. He's playing with his junk. That's a phrase you don't want to say on a stream. Whoops. He's got the junk in here that's going to fall down, so that's going to get cut and sent everywhere now. Anyway, we're going to skip the cutscene, and then we're going to go into Flying Battery 2. Then we're going to have, fortunately, lose the lightning shield, but there is another lightning shield that you have available in the level here. So we're going to use them as we run our way through up towards the top side, and then we go in it. Arg, how could you? Quite easily. It's called talking too much and not thinking about it until after you've said the thing. But now we're going to go down into the junk here, because the junk is the gimmick of the stage. And we want to go to the lower right here because there's a big ring as we go through this area and then run our way through the rest of the stage at a really, really fast speed. But normally we want to take the top route. The top route here is just so long. So, wow, Arg, you jumped off that. Don't jump off that. That's bad. Come back. There you go. So we're going to go through on this area, go up to the top, grab our lightning shield that is hiding around this area. And then we're going to make sure we do not get blown by the wind on the outside. So we're going to go through here. You'll see the wind coming out very, very soon. We've got our glorious chickens here. Pass by our chickens. We're going to run. We're going to jump. Make sure we don't get crushed by the block. Running our way through now. We go up to the side. Back on the inside of the flying battery. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Use the magnet to get up there if it activates, which it did. We run our way through. We jump off the orb. We go through. Apparently, I'm going backwards. That's nice. Spider Alan, how you doing? And then you have Spider Steve as well. And down the bottom. So now through the junk once again. And then down and out to the underside of the ship. Again, go too far down, you will fall down, you will die. You will lose Supersonic here. We're going to wait for this to flip us over and round, be in the middle there, lovely. And then jump up one, jump up two, and away to the boss. I still like the cannon that this is Eggman's niece inside it, and rather than being an Eggman upside down. Dear Sega, please make Egg a thing. Thank you. So we're going to go and hit this boss against the side of the wall. If we do this right and we get the double hits, we should be able to get a quick kill. We ideally want to try and get this thing. You may notice that sometimes when you hit the spikes, you don't actually gain a hit. That's just simply because the game is a bit mean. And there's the quick kill! You may be wondering why on earth I hit a quick kill even though the spikes were on screen. The hitboxes of the spikes don't actually line up with the spikes. The first 1 or 2 spikes at the bottom don't have a hitbox, but the 2 gaps at the top do, which is very, very nice, and we love it. So we're going to go through and we're going to go into the press garden, another brand new stage of the run. We're going to see if we can make 0 cycle here. It is a very, very tight cycle that nobody thought was possible. It turns out it is. If you are pristine, I am not pristine. I have made it about 3 times in my life, and I think I've already failed it with that jump, because that jump is enough to make you say, no, you're not getting it. You have about 0.5 of a second to actually make it. It is genuinely that tight. So we're just going to run our way through here, see if we can get ourselves up. Nice big jump at the side there. Nope, did not get it, so now it is definitely gone. Instead, we'll take our standard 1 cycle, as you would land in there just before the platforms despawn to allow you to jump up and through. So we're going to go in, we're going to go up to the top section, making sure we don't get squished on this one. Again, another brand new stage here. This one likes to do a lot of squishies, a lot of bouncy arounds on the printing press as well, because he has all forms of media. Apparently he has a radio, he's got a TV station, and now we know he's got a printing press. So we're going to go all the way through, up to the top of the stage, but there is a really important part coming up as well. When we get to the boss of the stage, it's going to wave at us. I would love you to wave at the boss when he appears, and then wave at the boss when we beat it up as well. So we're going to go through, and then we do a lovely little vertical drop dash up there. Unfortunately, the platform cycles were just off, but we managed to grab it. Grabbing the fire shield for later on, because our next stage has another special feature with the fire shield. Similar to the magnets on the flying battery, but this time for the fire shield. And appropriate for the time of year as well. So we got the boss coming up here. If everybody could give us a little wave, that would be grand. Hey, boss, how are you doing? Hi, boss. Unfortunately, we're going to jump into the boss's little enclosure. Then we're going to immediately start beating him up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Goodbye, boss. Bye, boss. Bye. And now we're going to do a little bit of swag, because we love a little bit of swag here. Keep an eye on Sonic at the end of this level as we do the transition here. He is facing backwards. We're going to run across to the right-hand side here, and he's going to do it in style. Woo! Backwards swag walk. Let's go, buddy. So he does the backwards swag walk as we go into Press Garden Act 2, and the gimmick of this stage is ice. But we're not going to be using the ice because we have the fire shield that allows us to go through all the ice areas, does not allow us to get frozen, and that is all good for us. However, we do not want to keep it for long because we do actually want to get frozen. There's a shortcut that requires you to be frozen. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our 50 rings that we need here. There's our 43. There's our final 50. We now transform. We keep hold of the fire shield, but we can no longer thaw any ice. So we get frozen. And now he's just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to wait there. Sonic, you get in there, buddy? Nope, he's not good in there. Okay, that's fine. And then once you pass through the ice, you jump out the ice yourself, and away we go. We now just going to jump all the way up to the top, and that turns the stage that can be anywhere between a minute and 2 minutes to, well, basically 45 seconds. Job's done. Hello, Heavy Shinobi. How you doing? We're going to play a game of whose hitbox is better. The answer is mine, because then every time you bonk me, you become vulnerable. I get 3 hits, and 2 hits, and the boss is done. Nice amount of rings as well. Spin dash jump, away we go onto the platform, and now we are off to Stardust Speedway. And I'm going to stay hydrated. Alright, into Stardust Speedway, we're going to run our way through there. We're going to make sure we go really fast on this one. There's a lot of bumpers, a lot of springs and that hiding in the floor for us, but we know exactly the route that we want to take. A hard stage to get super in because we have the dreaded platform room that you'll see coming up very, very soon. That can be a real pain in the backside if you don't have the right cycles on it. So we're just going to run our way through this segment. We're going to make sure we don't get caught or bodied by any of these. We're going to deliberately fall down here just to see if we go up the side and see where we're going to end up. I rolled, apparently. I did not hit the down button, but I rolled. That's nice. So we're going to jump off this. We're going to come through here. What do we have, game? Where are we at? Okay, that's good. I can see it. I mean, I'm going to have to jump over that rather than running under it. We then run under this one and we go. That's perfect. That means I'm going to have enough rings. I don't have to worry about anything in panic. Not the fastest stage I've done, but you know what? We take it because we have our super. We're now going to line ourselves up for a really cool thing over here. We're going to go up and then we're going to wait for this to come over. Immediately launch myself out of it. Get onto the slide. Get the jump. Go through one. Straight through. In, down, and round. And I love it every time. If you're lucky, you don't bonk the corner. You get super smooth. And I just... Oh, you love it. So down we go. In with the thing. Going to get a 105 checkpoint around here. That's cool. And into our boss fight. Giant light bug. Need to get the hits. It's going to disappear. It's going to summon some of his little buddies. You take out the buddy immediately. 2 other buddies appear. Take out the 2 other buddies. And then the big one appears. Rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. So there we go. That is the boss on this side. Hello there. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And there we go. That is the success on the boss. As we now go to the stage that pretty much plays itself after 30 seconds. We're going to head over to the present. It looks like the future, but it's not quite because we're in the past. So when you hit the future sign, which means you go to the present. And we don't get to hit another future sign, so no future for us. But Stardust Speedway 2 into the present as we run our way through the stage here. The first part is top route shenanigans. We want to make sure we don't get hit by the boosters. We've got 1 jump we need to do after we get past the rockets here. The rocket's going to take me to some rings. Didn't grab as many of them as I normally do there, but that's all right. So we're going to slide our way through here. We're going to go around loop number 1, going around loop number 2. Then we jump on the slide there to jump over all the enemies that are going to get in my way. Takes us straight over to the automagic section. It's going to automatically let me play the video game. Look, ma, no hands. I'm not doing anything. I am, however, going to pick up the controller because if I don't, I'm going to miss the jump over here and fall down and die. So we're going to run, jump, go over the way through there. I'm deliberately going to transform because you saw just tails die there. Thankfully, I can hit the spring and away we go. It does mean my rank out's going to be a little bit tight. Let's see what Metal Sonic is going to do when we play. So we got our Metal Sonic generator. He's not happy that we're taking the stuff out. The animals are coming to visit and see us there, which is great. But Metal Sonic's here to go. Not this time, buddy. It's time for the race. Phase 1 of this is we are racing Metal Sonic. He is going to try and hit us with attacks, but we're supersonic. We're invincible. It literally doesn't matter. So we're just going to leg it through the stage here for funsies. Did not land on the booster there, which is unfortunate. There's one of his attacks. You might get to see him do a second one, but he's going to come up here. He's going to land straight in the thing. He's down the bottom there. I see you. Get in the hole, Mel. Get in the hole. There he goes. He needs to go into the hole there. Now we're into phase 2. He is going to summon Silver Sonic, who is immediately trolling me. Yep, that's about right. We're going to do a single tap spin dash, making sure we hit him straight into Metal Sonic there. If you hit him with 3 Metal Sonic or 3 Silver Sonics, then you advance to the next stage. Or you can hit him with 6 bullets. So we got 1, 2, 2. That's not bad for us. We take that there. We have 20 rings as we go through here. My ring count should be okay, but it might be a little bit tighter than I'd like. We do get a set of 9 rings as we come around here. 3 and then 3. Oh, no, we get 12. Yeah, 26 should be all right. That's 26 seconds of time. We only need about 15 on this. I should end with about 6 rings left if I'm okay. So we're going to line ourselves up with the boss here. The boss is going to come out, become vulnerable. We're going to land in the boss's hitbox here. We're going to make sure we take him out. Away we go. And then the hits there. Wow, we got 10 left. Get plenty of time. Lovely. So we had the capsule there. We tell Tails to drop us down. Grab the Phantom Ruby! Ah, I missed it. Could have ended the game right there, but he didn't. All right, now we're going to everybody's favorite stage. It's Hydro City, and if you say Hydro City, you're wrong. So we're going into Hydro City here. This is one of the hardest stages in the game specifically, or rather, it's not the hardest stage, it's the most punishing stage, because it has a block cycle that is really, really tight. But on top of that, if you miss the block cycle, you go right back to the start of the stage, because if you die, there are no checkpoints, because we do a mix of the top route, the middle route, and the bottom route. And because of that, we don't have any checkpoints until the end of the stage. And that means if you have any kerfuffles, it's back to the start. So a lot of runs generally come here to die, which is not great. And I see your splashy, fancy, fun time zones. I see your drip vills. Listen, I've got my knuckles drip on right now. I'm okay. As we go through the ground there, we're then going to jump down and grab our bubble shield. This is going to prevent us from drowning. Very wow. No drowning, much wow. We're then going to fall down the bottom segment here. See if we can get ourselves out and round. We're not going to make the minute cycle on this, but we should be able to make a semi-decent cycle. As I'm going to grab the pulley onto the spike sections. We go through, we drop dash. Where are we going, game? Actually, no, we are making the minute. I'll take it. I'll actually take it. So we grab the pulley, we run our way through, all the way up to the end of the stage we go now. And that is it for us. We got one more little piece of ground we can phase through. Set Sonic to stun. He runs right through, stunning everybody as we're going through the soggy civilization. You should replay Mania. You should. Mania's a fun game. Here we've got Mr. Robotnik himself, Mr. Eggman. Turns out one of his hobbies is underwater swimming. No, I can't remember his name. Because it's not snorkeling. What is it? I can't remember what it's called. Either way, he's underwater diving, having fun there. And we're just going to go and take the Eggmobile there. So remember, if you are an evil genius, please don't leave your car in your Eggmobiles. That made no sense. Please don't leave your keys unattended in a vehicle, because random hedgehogs, foxes, flying squirrels, echidnas, and even armadillos will come and commandeer them. Tails, where did you go? Well, Tails died. Scuba diving! That's what it is! I could not remember scuba diving. From now on, scuba diving is known as underwater swimming. So we're just going to wait for him to go bonk off the wall there. He's going to drop his mine, so I'm not going to suck that up because we want to make sure we grab him. Give him a taste of his own medicine. The bubble shield makes a wonderful canopy over the Eggmobile. And now we are going to attempt a cool skip known as the triple bubble bounce. Can we do the triple bubble bounce? Upcoming, there are a number of jumps. There is an early cycle we want to try and make. Can we make it where we get ourselves straight over there? And away we go. So we're going to get on the little pulley here. The pulley's going to take us up. Can we get the bounces? We're going to go for it. We go run. 1, 2, 3. Triple bubble bounce, baby. And that skips a little cycle on that, waiting for it to go down, because you get it on the upward cycle. And that is what you want to see. We're now on a really, really tight ring count here, because we are going to get exactly 53 between now and the time where I want to transform into Supersonic. We're going to keep a hold of the bubble shield, because it means we won't drown when we get to the boss. There is another one to pick up in the level, but if you've already got one here, why lose it? So we're going to go through all the way up to the very tippy top here. Hello there, buddy. How you doing? I'm going to grab the 4 here. We're going to let the roll happen and then immediately go up into the air to grab the rings here. Takes us to 43. And then the final 10 on this segment allows me to then go and transform. And there we go, is the 53. We're not going to play a lovely game of backtracking on the level here. We're just going to immediately about turn, use the height from Supersonic to do a big old jump up there, hit the level trigger to allow us to then skip doing the infinity sign or doing the Mobius loop or whatever they call it nowadays. And we'll be doing that a second time. As we're going to go around to the right-hand side, it's going to flip us over to the left. We're going to jump up to the very top right here. That is going to take us over to an area where there's more of these blue slides. The thing about these blue slides is that they only have one-sided collision. What does that mean? Well, it means if you go fast enough, the collision doesn't exist, and lamau, you just jump through it. Not a glitch. You literally just jump. It is not a glitch. Or rather, it might be one, but they're allowing you to do it anyway. So now we're going to run through to the boss here. And the boss is going to be on the left-hand side. He's learned that if we push Sonic away, Sonic can't hit him, and there's no way he can get us, right? Nothing at all. Especially if we push him into spikes and into walls. Well, sorry, Eggman. We have a bubble shield. We're invincible, and for some reason, he decided to use explosive mines. But because we can't drown and we're invincible, I'm going to use myself as a projectile. So there's an extra hit. There's an extra hit. There's an extra hit. He's not having a good time. And then when the spike room appears, there's an extra hit, and he's gone. So now we're going to go into phase 2, where they pull the old switcheroo on us. The Act 1 boss is now the Act 2 boss. Dun, dun, dun. Phase 2. With the spinner gone, he now spins the washing machine rockets. And it looks pretty cool. But we're now going to go to a little auto-scroller stage where we're all able to stand up, grab a drink, grab a snack, stay hydrated, and all that funky jazz, because, well, there's not much I can really do about it. And away we go, off to the desert. Yes, Von Ryder, as opposed to above water swimming. Hello there, how you doing? Oh no. Thank you. So we have got ourselves Knuckles down in the Mirage Saloon Act 2. He does not have to do his version, well, sorry, Act 1, his version of it. He does not have to do an auto-scroller here. Sonic and Tails, though? We do. So there's not much that happens on this one, so I'm just going to chill with you all. How you all doing, everybody? Hope you're all having a great time at the Sonic Adventure Era Speedruns Winter Marathon. I know I am. I've been sitting watching the runs there. Deku showing Sonic Heroes who's boss on arguably the hardest category, because Chaotix missions, they are a time. And then a phenomenal race there on Frontiers. Absolutely love it. Mixer Lydia, you are sick but having a good time anyway. Well, I'm sorry you're not well, but I hope you feel better soon. But we got plenty of amazing runs to look forward to. Looking forward to some Sonic Origins tonight. We've actually got some Mega Man X4. Like, I'm excited for Mega Man X4 as well. I think we've got some Yakuza Kiwami coming up next as well, actually. Like, plenty of good stuff here. I like the fact that you've combined the Sonic runs with the non-Sonic runs so we can get a mix of just what the community can do, because the Sonic community in general, but especially the Sacer events, they're all a bunch of good people. They're all good folks. And I appreciate the fact that you're still willing to allow the rest of us to come and share our stuff as well, you know? So we've got a standard shield here. I might as well talk about the little standard shield. That's the shield from Sonic 1. It does nothing other than protect you from a hit, which is good, but you don't need it. So we're going to run our way through, going down to the train as we're going to go through. You like it when the robot turns into Bark? Love playing as him in Fighters. Bark ruins me in Sonic the Fighters. Like, he comes in, he karate chops me, makes me tiny, and then steals my 1 credit clear, damn it. All right, Supersonic, just for you, buddy. He likes the good melee. All right, we are going to transform into Supersonic here. Heavy Magician is going to summon a big old worm. As the big old worm is going to come out here. Will you give me good RNG and jump out 3 times? Or are you going to jump out once and then troll me? If it jumps out once, it has a chance to go to the left and right at any point in time. If it goes to the left or right, I will be able to get 2 hits off it. Right now, it is trolling me with a capital T. And finally, it's going to do a 3. I swear to God, if you go at the right-hand side, I'm going to be mad. Okay, you're not. You're going to jump. It was meh RNG there. It didn't actually go to the left or right, which is not bad. So that was 2, 2, 3, 1. Not the best pattern in the world, but not the worst pattern in the world either. Worm. That's a worm. It is. Right, we're now finally able to go and discuss more about the video game as we go into Mirage Saloon Act 2. Tails, once again, crashes the tornado. So we're going to go and grab 50 rings as quickly as we can. We're going to stay hydrated with the hydrated pathway on this one. And we're going to have a lot of fun with some ice cream as well. Well, I'd say that. We're not allowed to do ice cream strats on this one, unfortunately. It is no major glitches. And skipping a boss is considered a glitch. So we're going to leg it through the stage here. Make sure we stay off the seats because we don't want to stand on the seats there. Run up the wall, straight through on the hydrated pathway. Do the jump off the side here, land in the gun. Did not land in the gun, but that's fine. So we're just going to bounce our way all the way up the top here. And then launch my way up and over off the flip because we know our backup strats. Straight up and then into the middle route. Leads me back up to the top route. Do not hit the wall in there and get stuck. Allows me to go through the area, bounce, jump through, don't get caught by the stair, and down and in. Lovely. We're now going to run our way up to the top. Once we do that, we drop dash, and we head ourselves down to the boss. Here's where we normally do ice cream strats. I love ice cream strats, but unfortunately, not allowed to do it. Instead, we got to go look at some trouble here. No ice cream for the orange ball of chaos today. But we do have Fang, who's absolutely corking it. Pulls out his gun, fires the cork. He's got his signature hat there. Probably stole it from Knuckles, to be honest. Hit him 3 times. Going to change to the next character. We got the bean. He's going to throw the dynamite. It's in his name. And then we're going to run our way through. And then the final one, as we saw, and our lovely restreamer really enjoys here. I'm going to give you the full 3 hits on him. There you go, Big Bear. Unfortunately, Big Bear, away you go, buddy. How you doing? And there you go, the boss is done. 122-28. As we're now going to run our way through to the oily of the ocean. How oily is the ocean? Well, it depends on your skin, really. So here we go. Now we're going to go off in the oil ocean. We are going to set the world on fire, quite literally. And I know it's not because we're going fast. It's because fire and oil don't mix, and I'm grabbing a fire shield. So we're going to spin dash our way through. We're going to run our way through the stage here. We're going to run and jump and leg it over here. We're going to get off the bounces here. Hopefully we'll get through the next 2 without getting yeah, we didn't get controlled. That's nice. We're going to grab the fire shield, drop down, set the world on fire a little bit there. And then grab our big ring. But because we grabbed the big ring and let it be supersonic, we can have our cake and eat it too. We're going to use the slopes in this stage to get back up into the top route that you're not supposed to be able to get to, but we found ways to get around anyway. This is all about navigating the stage to try and get some of the pop cycles. The little poplets come up and you get to go fast speed like that, but we didn't get it, so we'll take the bottom route instead. Hopefully the one on this other side there, not this one, the next one, is going to be in time for us. So we're going to run our way down. We're going to make sure we don't hit any of the launchers because we don't need them. Is the pop cycle going to be in time for us? Yes, it is. Very nice. As we go on this section, we spin dash, we jump, we run our way through, and we come to Bob the Builder. Hey, Bob, can you fix it? I mean, you could if I didn't come and beat you up. This poor boss doesn't even get a single attack off. Like, why is he here? He doesn't even get to attack. And then the world literally goes on fire. And there's smog everywhere. Whoops. So we are going to deliberately stand in this position that we're at right now because the smog on screen is meant to start draining your rings at 1 ring per second. However, if you either A, skip the cutscene, or B, stand where I did, you never actually hit the trigger, and therefore you never get rid of the smog and the ring drain never actually starts happening. This is good for 2 reasons. 1, it means I don't have to worry about not having enough rings for supersonic. And 2, well, it means I don't get double ring drain. Although unfortunately I don't get double ring drain anyway, which would have been a really cool hard mode. Imagine having the smog up and the ring drain from supersonic. Supersonic only lasting 25 seconds instead of 50. So we're going to run our way through now. We've got the seahorses and that all on our way. We've got some more of the enemies there. Setting the world on fire, grabbing the rings, transforming into supersonic. And then the song is getting to our favorite part. As we want to go through to the boss. I just want to eat chili dogs. Cannot say the rest on PG stream. But the Caesar one isn't there. Should I say it or do I care? I do want to eat chili dogs, but I still don't want to say the other part of the public stream. So now we got Pog Boss. How you doing, Pog Boss? You cannot get the full 8 hits on Pog Boss. I have frame advanced this boss. He basically has too much iframes, which is a shame. Like, from the moment he's vulnerable and you can get a hit, he just has too many iframes. 7 is possible, 8 is not. So you do have to sit and wait on this one. So we just take the 6 for safety, and then you take the other 2 out, and Pog Boss is gone. You do love a bit of Dwayne and Brando. Good old Sonic rap. But now we're going off to one of my favorite stages in all of Sonic history. we are heading off to Lava Reef. Lava Reef is just phenomenal. The stage in this one is just fun to play. It is funky movement. And just the aesthetic for some reason. The aesthetic and the tune is just, yes. Love it to bits. Because we're going to go through and enjoy it and have fun with it. So we're going to run and jump up the stairs here. It's the only level that we're really going to go off the beaten path to grab some rings. We don't grab any of the big rings in this stage, but we do have a whole set of rings up here and 2 boxes that gives us the 50. So we got to go through now, make sure we go to the area. Tails going up in the space there because he's having a wonderful time. And we're going to just leg it through the rest of the stage. There's loads of things that are going to be in our way. There is a fire shield there. I do want to grab one, but we can grab the second one in the second part of the stage here. And we're going to leg it down. So we're going to hit all the buttons, activate all the things, making sure we don't get crushed by anything as we run too fast, because it's not something that you want to do. Spin dash, run, jump over here. We do a drop dash jump on the slide to give us up. Grab the ring straight through on the spinny. Spin dash up, and then the crusher comes down. This allows me to sneak in here. Once we get past that segment, we line ourselves up to get the double jump straight up as quickly as we can. We then run over here, and we get another crusher. However, the crusher comes down, you can drop dash through it. We're going to make sure we go through the next side here, head off the spring, hold down. When we drop down, we release down. That allows us to bonk off the ceiling to get round without having to go up and grab any of the extra rings that we don't need. I'm going to see if we can then land on my favorite jump here. Can we get it? Round we go. Almost up the very top there. I'll take a 3/4. You can get all the way up the top there. It is wonderful when you do it, but alas, did not quite happen today. So we're going to run our way through. We're going to jump up to the very top of the stairs. We're going to run our way through. We're going to remember to grab the fire shield at the bottom of this one because we did not grab the one earlier. That is going to be... Actually, no, it's irrelevant because I'm going to do swag strats. Yeah, no, we're doing swag. I can grab it just to prove it's there, but it's irrelevant. I'm doing swag strats. So we're going to kill this boss. This boss... completely armored. Nothing can hit it. Not even supersonic. We are stuck here until we die. Unless we make the boss melt its own armor. So we're just going to stand here, let the boss melt its own armor. When it absorbs it, it gets superheated, the armor falls off. We can now hit the boss. So we're not just going to keep hitting the boss as the boss comes down here. Hopefully we don't get a phantom hit. So the boss comes in here. We go get the hits on the boss there as we go through. We're having a bit of fun. The boss goes down and away we go. We are now going to do swag known as Dark Lava Reef or Dark Lava Beef. You can see how the lava just turned off there. As this level transition takes place, the lights are going to go off. There's a specific moment where the timer reaches 0. When that happens, I press the start button. And if done correctly, you get the world's darkest lava reef zone, where the crystal sprites are the only things lighting the world along with the lava. And oh my god, it's beautiful. This is the darkest the stage can ever get. Please do not do this unless you actually know your way through the stage, because as you can see, it hides all the platforms and everything. But my god, it's beautiful. I love it to bits. So we're going to go up here. We're going to grab the platforms. Tails is not with us on this, but look at just how glorious the purple is. Like the purple into the green. It's not like I have that set to my stream layout at all. No, not at all on that one. Can't say that. But it is just absolutely wonderful. I love it to bits. And the fact that this is a glitch that you can do that just showcases how beautiful it is. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, little bit, they say swag is time neutral. Oh, ultra swag on this. Also, I just get to show off that I know the stage kind of, like, not quite blindfolded because I can see visual cues, but it's dark enough. No major glitches. Yep. I mean, this is not considered a major glitch because you are not saving time. You are not losing time. It is nothing but visual. And it's wonderful. So, nah, it's the only answer I've got for that. Plus, there's a little bit of swag for the marathon. You gotta love it. But yeah, almost everything is just darkened because the lights never came back on. If you restart the stage, the lights come back on. If you go into a checkpoint, the lights come back on. If you transition into the boss area, which we're about to do, the lights come back on. But it's great. Hey, Arg, blindfolded Mania win. I have actually done Green Hill 1 and 2 blindfolded. It's harder than you think. So we're now going to go into the boss here. We have got Heavy Rider and Jimmy. I'm going to stand on this area to deliberately manipulate the fact that they are going to come in from the left-hand side. We're going to get 4 hits. Once they get the 4th hit, they will then go off the right-hand side of the screen. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. They then go off the right-hand side of the screen, which then allows me to get an immediate other 4 hits when they come in. Because the moment they go off the screen is the moment that they then become vulnerable. And we can hit this, and I'm going to do another lovely little thing. So here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Sonic, go to Little Planet. His people need him. Is this anime? It is anime. We're gonna go through Metallic Madness. All you need to know about this stage, if you fall down the bottom route, restart. It's awful. This is anime. We do anime. His people need him new. I'ma do again because I fell off the thing. But yeah, we're going to deliberately damage boost here so we don't get hit by the explosions on that one. Do not fall down the bottom route. It is so much longer. The gimmick of this stage is going into the background. We will be using it once or twice, but the majority of the stage is done in the foreground. You do not need to go to the background. Please do not do it if you don't have to. It's slow. So we're going to run our way through now to this stage. We're going to run over, grab those rings, fall down, not get out of the squish. I'm going to wait for that because if I could have got it, but there's a chance I could have got squished as well, which is funny. So we're going to run our way through on this one. Run, jump through and in. Round to the stage. Up and up. Down and down. Grab the rings here. Set on that one. I am a set of 3 short and I know where they were, but that's okay. As we go in and run up to the top around this big red spring. Pardon. Up to this section. Round up through and in. Down to the bottom. The only time you flip into the background there using the pendulum. And then instead of flipping backwards, we grab here. We spin dash. We jump. And away we go. I am now going to try and see if I can get myself a double hit here. So if I time this right, what should happen is... Yes! Eat my double hit, baby! For whatever reason, Eggman always starts in the middle there. And we actually discovered that this hit was possible with Amy. Because we thought it was Amy Rose's hammer was hitting just above the piston. Turns out, Sonic can do it as well. Don't know why, but it's a cool little 5-second time save that if you time it right, it gives you the double hit, and we love it, which is fantastic, and I love it to bits. It's really, really fun. And that just speeds up this fight, so I am down for that. Now, chat, who wants some saxophone? Who wants deliberate time loss for some saxophone? It was originally discovered with a modded character, and it works with the original. It's great. So we will take a deliberate little bit of time loss here. So you might have noticed that when we turned into Supersonic, you weren't hearing the Supersonic music. That's because in Mania Plus, the devs are very, very kind to give a Supersonic music toggle that allows us to disable the Supersonic music if you go into the options menu, or not the options menu, but you go into the level select menu and you type in 6214. However, if you are chibi, if you be small, and you transform into the Super of Songs, you get the music. Don't know why. It's very strange. But when you're the chibi little cutest guy in the world that you are right now, you'll get the Supersonic music. So rather than us doing that, if I wait until now, you don't get the music, and instead, you'll get to enjoy some saxophone. But yeah, the gimmick on this stage is, of course, the chibi songs. But now, I'm going to let you all enjoy the tune. Here we go. Oh, what a saxophone that is. It does cost time loss. It means you don't make it here for 58, but my God, is it worth? We do love the saxophone. And now we're going to go and play with the gacha machine here. The Gachapon is coming out. You're going to get either a Sonic 1 boss, a Sonic 2 boss, or an Amy doll. The Amy doll will explode. 3 hits on the others will get you what you need. But what we need to make sure we do is we're hitting this as soon as we possibly can to summon as many of the enemies as we can, and then need to take them out real fast. So Tails is blowing up there. Tails is blowing up twice. I'm sorry, buddy. I failed you. So when we have that, we're going to send Tails up there, see if we can get ourselves some surprise Eggman. Down the top. There he goes. And that is nice. As we get to run our way in, and we're going to head to our second last level of the run. My favorite of the brand new stages, Titanic Monarch. Phenomenal stage. Absolutely beautiful, hard as nails, and I love it to bits. We're going to run our way through the stage inside the giant factory, making the Monarch itself. Where did he put this factory? I've got no idea. Would I love to see a 3D version of this stage? You're damn right I would. And the OST goes hard as well, absolutely. So now we're going to grab our buddy Tails. He's going to hopefully help us for one final time in the run, where he takes us up to the tippy top here. And I would say, Tails, good job, buddy. You can go rest and get some ice cream, but he's going to follow us till the better end of the run here. So we're going to run our way through. I know we're going to be a crash test dummy. And we just jump over. Away we go. Those poor egg bonds just fall a bit when they crash into the wall. Sonic would do so too, but he jumped out. So we're going to make sure we don't transform just yet, even though we have enough. We're running at super speed anyway. We can't get much faster. We're going to go all the way up to the very top here. We're going to launch ourselves up 1, up 2, up 3. And then depending on the position of where the orb was, that is when you transform. Then we're going to do wonky camera no worky. So you might notice that the camera sometimes decides to move very slowly. That is wonky camera. I'm going to see if wonky camera is going to behave itself or if wonky... Oh, it's behaving itself. Nice. Sometimes wonky camera no worky. And you have to do this entire segment blindfolded. It's brilliant. Thankfully, camera decided to work it, which is nice. Go too fast with the camera with the level moving up there, and it will try and catch up with you. The downside is, if any sprite objects appear on screen and you're under them, it means a squimsh is incoming. So we're going to run our way through now. We're going to go and climb up the final set of orbs, and then head over to the boss. It is a Crimson Eye. If Red Eye was the right eye, Crimson Eye is the left. And the two of them start the exact same way. They've got the orbs flying around the side that explode in the lovely 8-way explosion. But then instead of having 2 platforms with a laser beam, it controls gravity. And the elevator here means absolutely nothing to us. Commiserations to all Knuckles runners. So now we're going to go through, and I'm going to try the exact same trick that we did in Lava Reef, but I'm going to try it for Titanic Monarch as well. Let's see if I can trigger Dark Titanic Monarch. So the elevator is going to go up, the lights are going to go out, and the timer is going to transition. The moment the timer transitions, I need to press start. Oh, it's not going to be as dark as Lava Reef, but it's still fairly dark. It's not the darkest I've had, but it still gets to show off the effect. Again, literally the same thing. For whatever reason, the lights are off, you skip the cutscene, they just stop turning back on, and we get to have fun in a little bit of a darkened Titanic Monarch. The stage is set into 4 different areas. We're going to start doing the left sides first, starting with bottom left, because bottom left secret exit has a lightning shield. Lightning shield plus 50 rings equals profit. Or should it be lightning shield plus rings, step 3, profit. Step 3 is, of course, supersonic. So we're going to run our way through here, and then we're going to go in this one too. We go down with the stained glass. I just love the stained glass Phantom Ruby effect in the background there. Like, it just looks gorgeous. The designs in this game in these levels, like, pixel art is timeless. It looks absolutely timeless. And just all the, yeah, the effects with all the lights in that as well, phenomenal. Like, it really does just show the vibe of, this is the inside of a giant war machine. So we're going to transform into supersonic. We're going to grab ourselves the rings and the lightning shield, and away we go. So we're just going to leg it down through. This area is the hardest one because we have the pistons, and the pistons are evil. There's a piston between you and the wall. Then there's a piston between you and the piston. And if you get caught between either of those, you're in trouble, which is not what we're looking for. So we're going to run our way through. We also have the magnetism effect coming back on again because we have a lightning shield, and we have these arcs of lightning, and the lightning will magnetize to us, and we'll just be sticky. So we want to make sure we run our way through here, not get caught by any of these, which is good for us as we then fall our way down to the bottom. See if we get caught on that. We did not get caught on the sticky, which is nice. And then we get to the crash test dummy. So we're going to skip over the crash test dummy area. We do not need to do it. It also means I do not need to go the secret route because I don't want to lose the shield. However, on the third ray here, we are going to go down to go up. We're going to wait on that cycle because I don't want to get squished by them. Again, a squish death means back to the checkpoint, which is just up there, but it also means losing Supersonic, which is not grand because Supersonic's a good streamer, and I don't want to lose Supersonic because I like watching his content at times. Oh. So now we're going to go all the way up to the very top there, as we're going to go back through to the bottom and have a little bit of swag by running on the ceiling here. So we go through, we go down, just running on the ceiling. Nice big swag there, as we then bounce our way around on this X, up to the top. And then we're going to head to the end. Now, we are coming up to the boss fight. The boss fight is invulnerable as long as his shield is up. I am invulnerable as long as I have enough rings. However, if Sonic hits the shield, it makes a funny boing noise. How many bonks on the boss are we going to get? Give us a number between 50 and 80. How many bonks do you think we're going to get between Sonic and Tails? And immediately someone always says 69. God damn it. How many bonks on the boss do you think we're going to get? Argick's going to count for these when we go through. Again, the way this boss works, the shield is up. We cannot hit him until the shield comes down. He will do this 4 times. I'm going to count the bonks. How many do you think we're going to get? So we're going to go in between 50 and 80. $21. That is a very good start. $34. As we go into 37 as we go into our first hardboil heavy, the only hardboil heavy that we'll see. It is heavy gunner. We're going to deliberately go this way. Tails deciding to troll me. Thanks, buddy. That's useful. Normally, he stops all the missiles here, but we don't have to hit any bosses. So here we go. What are we going to get? We're at 49 right now. I can't believe it. It was 69 bounces. We got 69 bonks. I can't believe it. God damn it. Oh, we're on to our final level here. All the nices in the chat. This is the super exclusive level. Time is coming up on the final hit on Robotnik. I'll let you know when it is coming. We are in a weird null space zone with Heavy King here and Eggman. We need to fight both of them together. We're going to be using the power of Super Sonic on this as we're going to run our way through now. So we're deliberately going to bonk off the orbs there and then fall down to the bottom. We are not going to be flying around the stage. Eggman is a literal pushover. When he comes up, donking to his arms and donking at him. Heavy King, however, a little bit more of a pain. You want to make sure you spin dash into him. That way you are then able to get through his orbs and hopefully get an insta-hit. If you are able to get the insta-hit, good things happen. If you're not, this happens. Thankfully, that wasn't too bad to recover on there. But we're going to see if we're able to do it. Heavy King will explode first. And then we will have the moment Eggman starts exploding. That is when time is. I will let you know when it's coming up. As we're going to go through, we're going to go in. We're going to have some fun as we spin dash our way into the end here. So we're going to go for it. We take it, we spin, we run. Hello, Eggman. How you doing? Eggman, he is there. Gonna go and spin dash all the through, doing all my lovely Orby stuff. The new, please do not troll me because I want to go fast. And if you don't behave, I'm going to come and kick you in the... Not going to say the rest of the words on stream. See, now he's trolling me. This is what you don't want to see, because he sometimes will then go up off the screen, and you can't hit him, which is a bad thing. But managing to recover there as well. I also see McReels there, MC Reels there, having a good day. Time is coming up! Time! And that, everybody watching, thank you very much. That is Sonic and Tails. No major glitches, but a few visual ones because they're fun. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had an amazing time. I hope you all enjoyed the run, enjoyed the commentary. I have been Arg, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the marathon because it's fun and I love it. It's great. Like, it is great. A big thank you to the Sacer team for accepting my run, for inviting me to partake in it. And a big thanks to Jam, who reached out and was like, Arg, submit a run. Damn it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll submit a run. But there we go. That is it for me. I will let you hand over to the next streamer. Either that or I'm just going to sit here awkwardly on stream and keep talking. Actually, no. Mlam.